to win here.
Kristen McDaniel to serve, and away we go. First point goes to the Eagles as Hallie Schroeder, the freshman from Frisco, Texas, puts it away. We talk about the seniors, but it's the freshman who's been one of the key attackers for Boston College. Schroeder with 9 kills in Wednesday's win over Syracuse. A chance for the Wolfpack. They go to the middle, and that's Jada Allen.
That's one good thing about Allen. She knows how to switch up her shots. She does not just go in hard and swing hard like most middles do. She's able to go in hard and tip and put in other shots to get that ball on the floor.
Good pass from Schroeder. That allows the Eagle middle to get involved. That's Julia Haggerty. Haggerty more known for her blocking, but she's got over 100 kills on the season as well. And the Eagles were really working on that during warm-ups, as you would expect.
Very important. Very important with a team like NC State to get your middles involved early.
There is Amanda Rice. She wastes almost no time.
Absolutely not. Great in-system pass by NC State, and Kristen McDaniel, the setter, shoots that ball out quick to Rice. It's hard to beat that speed.
These two teams, again, they played just once last year. It was here in Raleigh. It was a 5-set thriller won by the Eagles. So NC State looking for a little revenge here today. Good cover by Petrie. Murphy, the libero, had to handle it. This time it'll be Petrie who takes the second touch. Schroeder's tip dug out by McDaniel. Sydney Daniels setting up Amanda Rice.
Again, you're going to see this NC State team go into Amanda Rice in system or out of system. She's able to handle any ball that her team puts up for her to hit.
How do you like that? An assist from the back row, not from the libero?
We love out of system setting.
Tough serve handled by Elena Crabtree. And NC State will take the point as that ball is out. So again, they met the one time last year, and we hope that we get that kind of a thrilling match here today. But they will meet twice this year, and kind of a scheduling oddity where they'll play twice within the span of a week. But it's even stranger because for Boston College, remember, they've already played this week on Wednesday. A misfire there from Elena Crabtree. So they got the win over Syracuse. It's a little tougher on the front end. On the back end, they get Sunday off, and they're at home all the way through next Friday. So they play NC State back-to-back matches.
That's going to be an interesting thing. You don't often see that, but also having that time to prepare, knowing what you're going to see, and not having the NC State team more time to work through some kinks will be probably play to the advantage of Boston College.
Tip from Schroeder, touched by Martina Leoniak, tight to the antenna, and she got it past Haggerty and down. That was tough to do. Martina Leoniak with the kill. Unorthodox. Timeout, Coach Kennedy. We'll take it with him.
Geico makes car insurance easy.
Enjoy your flight.
Grace Irvin and Boston College calling an early timeout. Grace, what are your early impressions of this matchup?
This NC State team is coming out hard. They're mixing up the shots, trying to get Boston College out of system, and they're doing a good job so far. Hopefully they can maintain that.
7-3 NC State. Schroeder serves it up. There's Riley Schock once, twice. Petrie will try. Pollock on the far side. Jenna Pollock.
Great job by Pollock here. The NC State block is split here, so she finds a way to get around Leoniak on the side, who's a big block.
Pollock playing with some confidence against the Wolfpack. She had a big match against them last year. And there's Julia Haggerty with the block. That is what she does. Nearly 1.5 blocks per set. Combining with Pollock there. Pollock 15 kills, 6 digs in the 5-set win over the Wolfpack in this building last year. Another swing for Rice. This time Haggerty gets a touch to it at the net, and she gets the second touch for the Eagles. No assist this time. Rice terminates.
That's the one thing about Rice and McDaniel. Their connection as a setter-hitter combo. McDaniel shoots that ball so quickly, especially being that far up the net. That's truly impressive, and Rice is able to thread that needle and put that ball down in that corner seam.
Amanda Rice already 3 kills on 6 swings. Pack lead it by 3. A nice answer from Elena Crabtree, another one of the seniors. It's a Boston College program that returns 6 seniors from that NIVC championship squad from last year. Naomi Cabello setting Madison Williams. Petrie runs it down right in front of the PA announcer.
Way to cover by Leoniak.
Chance for BC, and they put it away. Boy, Petrie's hustle makes that happen.
Absolutely. Getting a free ball like that, Boston College take care of that. That's what you have to do. And when you get a free ball, you have to capitalize on that opportunity because they are few and far between.
Martina Leoniak right through the hands of Schroeder. She is so valuable for this team. You commented on her cover just a moment ago. She can block, and she can really hit on either side. They've used her on the outside and the right side this year.
Having a player that is so strong in all different positions, really being a utility player, is such an asset for this NC State team.
One comes back over the net on a thunder swing from Pollock. Set her up again with the kill.
Again, Pollock taking advantage of the seam. NC State was a bit out of system on that ball, and Boston College knows to feed her. Feed her, she'll put that ball down.
Tip from Ava Brizard. Sophie Lambros, the setter, handling it. That one teeters over the net, picked up by Schock, and it goes teetering the other way. Schock, the middle, sets it. Anna Murphy comes in. Great left-handed dig. Long rally here. And the tip from Katrina Jensen ends it.
You see both of these teams playing around with these trick shots, but the liberos on both teams, Murphy there and Sky Stokes here, number 9, just missing that ball. Both these offenses doing a great job of mixing up their shots.
Jensen with the kill, ties it at 9 apiece. How about that dig from Murphy? And Grace, I know you were a back row player. That gets you fired up.
Absolutely. Nothing gets the crowd excited like a pancake dig.
Kill for Ava Brizard, NC State's attack leader. Wolfpack back ahead. Keep an eye on Anna Murphy in this match. Second in the ACC, almost 4.5 digs per set. She's one of the ACC's best. Speaking of, one of the ACC's best serves here, Sky Stokes as I say that, there is a risk reward to the serve, right? And she goes for it.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things you have to weigh as a coach. And I'm sure Slabe and her have had that conversation. The amount of aces that she brings in balances out those errors that you're going to get inevitably.
Brazard has it rejected. Jensen on the spot.
Looked like she was trying to go for those outside hands of Jensen, trying to tool her block, but just missed it.
Tough serve by Elena Crabtree. And another block by BC. This is an Eagles team that, defensively gets it done. Second in the league in digs, fourth in the league in blocks. They go back-to-back there, and NC State will use a timeout as Boston College has surged ahead. Tried to go outside hands, tried to cut it across, both of them blocked. The ACC Fall Championships continue Sunday with the men's soccer quarterfinals starting at 2 Eastern and continue Wednesday with the semifinals. All matches available on ACC Network and the ESPN app, the home of the ACC Championships. So yeah, definitely keep your eye on that. Grace, would you like to see an ACC Volleyball Championship, a tournament?
I think it would be exciting to get a chance for these teams to play again, not only for the fans to be able to watch these teams compete once again. We definitely have such competition in the ACC here that it'd be interesting to see how many folks would still be chosen, even if you had one championship winner from the ACC Championship.
Yeah, just from a fan perspective, I'm fired up. I want to see a tournament format. And who knows, we might get that one day.
One day.
As you say, there's such competition, and the league has continued to get better and better. And you were in the league just a couple of years ago, and the competition was very good, and it's even improved since then. Absolutely.
You see the top half of the ACC is consistently tournament level teams. Yeah. And even in the bottom half of the ACC, you're still getting tough competition.
And Boston College, a great example of that, right? Is not just in the NCAA tournament. Is this a block party for BC here? How about 3 in a row? But also going to the NIVC and having success and raising that championship trophy. Well, usually you go to the middle and you're going to get soloed up, but Cornelia Roach was ready.
Blocks like that change the momentum and can fire a team up. You can see this Boston College team has really shifted their momentum in this game so far.
Ambrose, an athletic set of Schroeder. Did anybody touch it? No. Point Wolfpack. You look at this Boston College team, and until Wednesday's win against Syracuse, they had their struggles certainly in conference play. That win against the Orange snapped a 5-match losing streak for them, and you look at their record, 15-12, but just 4-9 in league play. I think it gives maybe an inaccurate picture of this team. Again, as there's an ace from McDaniel. They bring back the 6 seniors from a team that obviously had a ton of success last year. And without Grace Penn setting the last couple of matches, sure. But this is a BC team that took Georgia Tech to 5. They beat Duke. This is a team that when they're playing at their best, they can be really, really good. And I think certainly better than their 4-9 ACC record might tell you.
Absolutely. This is a team, and especially with those teams in the ACC, you can't just look at a team's record and expect that it's going to be an easy win or a tough win. It's all about what team shows up on that day to play.
NC State has been having a great year, but they felt like they played 2 totally different matches, as there's Haggerty with a solo block and a smile afterwards. They played 2 totally different matches last weekend. They didn't play well in Durham and ended up losing in 5 sets. Played much better in Chapel Hill against North Carolina in 1-4. Every coach at every level is looking for consistency.
speaking of consistency, there's Rice again with a kill. She gets up there, the set's a little bit tight, but she uses those hands of the outside block of Boston College and finds a way to put the ball down.
Rice has had the early hot hand. 4 kills for her to lead all attackers. And a quick answer. Katrina Jensen with her second. She had the tip earlier. This time she goes with the fastball.
Again, Boston College is continually going to want to feed Jensen. Like we said at the beginning, we're going to be hearing her name a lot this match. She is a vital part of this Boston College offense, and you can see that so far.
Well, same story for Boston College. Whether it's been Brizard or Leoniak or even Allen in the middle.
No match for Haggerty and Jensen. That is a dynamic duo there, both offensively and defensively, as you just see there. No matter what hitter or shot that NC State has thrown at him, they're just not able to get around that tough block.
And the 6 blocks in the first set, incredible. And again, they're one of the ACC's best. They average just under 2.5 blocks per set as one of the best teams in the league. So this has been a remarkable start here in Raleigh.
NC State is going to have to change their plan of attack if they want to hope to get around this Boston College block.
Does it just start with better passing?
That's part of it, but ensuring that your sets are in the right spot, that your hitter has as many options as possible is key. Whether in system or out of system, having the ball in the hitter's window so that they can hit as many shots as they possibly can.
Julia Haggerty is a presence at the net. She had 10 blocks last weekend combined against Clemson and Georgia Tech. And she trails only Emma Monks, who's top 10 in the country in blocks per set. You see Julia is 15th.
And that speaks to the seniority of this Boston College team. Having players like Haggerty, like Jensen, that bring that force at the net and that experience is key for Boston College's success.
And you note NC State 10-1 here at home. The only loss, if you looked at that graphic, right? You got Emma Monks number 1, Julia Haggerty number 2, and Chimaka Wokolo is number 3. 2 Pitt players in the top 3 with Haggerty. Pitt, the only team not named NC State that has won in this building.
It'll be interesting to see if Boston College is able to join Pitt in that.
And it was that Pitt presence at the net that was one of the determining factors in that win.
Some scrappiness there by NC State, able to get that ball over.
And Haggerty doing it on the offensive side also. You get a couple big blocks, you want to be rewarded. She gets set here.
She's able to sneak that ball past the right side of Leoniak there. Great shot by Haggerty.
NC State needs a point, and they go to Rice. Patria again towards that scorer's table. Off the block for an NC State point.
Great job by Rice there, using that block. Obviously, Boston College is not going to go away as a blocking team. So as NC State, like Rice there just showed, trying a way to use the block if it's there to try and score.
You don't pick up 27 kills in a match unless you're seeing that block really well.
Absolutely.
BC up 3. Someone was in the net. Well, the ball's down anyways. Haggerty out. Brooklyn Yellen comes in to serve. Freshman from Laguna Beach, California. Cabello tries Williams. Schroeder tracks it. And there's an NC State block.
Great block by NC State there by Riley Schock. You haven't seen their block getting very involved in this game yet. They're saying, you know, we're seeing Boston College have so much fun blocking us, might as well take our own turn at it.
Yeah, the blocking had been a bit one-sided, but Riley Schock with the block there. She's got 2 in this match, both of NC State's blocks. Speaking of, and by the way, she entered tonight needing just 5 to reach the 300 career blocks milestone.
Yeah, and here goes Brizard clamping down on that Boston College swing. She's saying, I want to join Schock in all the fun there.
Gotta love the intensity of Ava Brizard.
She has been a great player to watch this season. She has such a fun energy on the court. And it's vital to this NC State. You can see she just uplifts her players, and regardless of what's going on the court.
Jenna Pollock with an emphatic block there. They're having fun.
What a job. She reads that swing by Brizard. The set was inside. She takes a step in and clamps down on her hitting arm for a solo block.
Sophia Lambros serving into the net. And this could be a key stretch. First serve went into the net. We haven't seen BC in serve receive. Well done by Murphy. Murphy hits the floor again.
Nice out of system set by Stokes there. Brizard switching up the shots.
Chance for the Eagles. Lambros goes middle. No touch. Oh, take it back.
The down ref saw a touch off the Boston College block, just off the fingertips.
Yeah, I thought that there was a touch also, and you can see just barely there off the left hand of Cornelia Roach. But the initial signal had me confused. Top spin, not quite enough on that one. Past the back line.
In volleyball, that's what we would call a good miss. It's better than hitting it in the net, because the likelihood of the team on the other side being able to pass that ball is a lot higher, and they may pass it even though it goes out.
Touch and a point Wolfpack. And you make a great point, right? There's no decision for you in the back row if the ball goes into the net. But there's communication involved. And sometimes you're going to play a ball that you maybe shouldn't have played. Especially when it's coming at 100 miles an hour, it seems like, off the right hand of Sky Stokes.
Sky Stokes has quite a bit of speed coming behind that serve.
Well, Boston College has been dominant at the net, but NC State has cut it to just 1 here.
Great block by Amanda Rice there.
Stokes will set up Rice. A nice backspun dig by Lambros. Schroeder off the net. Touch to it. This is headed for the Wolfpack bench. It'll land there. And a key point taken by the Eagles.
It was a great out-of-system set by Murphy. She's coming from behind the outside hitter, so that's already a tough shot for that outside hitter to hit. But she sets that ball up perfectly for their hitter to go in and get that ball in her window.
Rice, another one. She's got 6 kills in the first set.
Great use of the block there by Amanda Rice again. Tooling off.
Schroeder had it sent back.
there. She has quick footwork to that outside, closes that block, and finishes back into the court to put that ball down.
So it starts with the footwork.
Absolutely. She gets there, she pushes her shoulders low and over the net and angles it back into the court. So there's no doubt that ball's not getting tooled off her and it's hitting the ground. So
NC State has come back to tie it here at 22 all. Both teams have exhausted their timeouts now as BC burns its second. Well, Amanda Rice again has double the kills of anyone else on the court. 6 kills on 12 swings, just the 1 error. Boy, what kind of a zone is she in right now coming off last weekend?
She's probably coming off a pretty bit of a high there, and she looks like she's continuing on into this match. She has found a way with such a dynamic block at Boston College to find ways to put that ball down, either using the block, tipping, finding the low seams. She's trying it all, and it's working.
Rice now over 250 kills on the season. Hitting .417.
That's an impressive statistic for a pin hitter, especially a right side who doesn't usually get the bulk of the sets in an evenly spread offense. Usually you'll see the outside hitters having more attempts.
Before every match, she always goes to Starbucks and she gets a refresher. Okay, that's part of her pre-match routine, and I'm sure the way she's playing right now, you don't change that pre-match routine.
Absolutely not. Once you have your routine, you know, superstitions, you got to stick to that routine.
Both teams out of timeouts. Knotted up at 22 apiece. Tough set for Lambros. It's Rice. Jensen tried to help that along, but Rice another kill. The serve to Schroeder. Set the other side. Jensen cut it too strong. NC State on a 4-0 scoring run here in crunch time of the first set. And it's the Wolfpack now with set point. Who else? Amanda Rice, 8 kills in the first frame.
Any of the coaching staff. And no Lucas Labes out there. no gold medals, nothing.
Well, how about that? Kristen McDaniel goes over herself, and NC State typically is running a 6-2, so they put her in the front row. She can attack. That's the one time she can attack before she rotates back to serve.
Well, good on McDaniel for taking advantage of that opportunity. He's not always the most aggressive setter up at the net. It's nice to take that opportunity when you have it.
And that's got to take BC by surprise, right? Because they're scouting NC State as Brizard gets a block. They're scouting NC State saying, okay, you don't have to worry about the setters attacking, whether it's Cabello or McDaniel. They'll be back row. Not in that instance.
And smart of McDaniel to know that they're probably not expecting it.
Sure.
So this is the best opportunity to do that.
Well, the first set, it felt like the storyline for most of it was about the Boston College block. Then NC State went to Amanda Rice. She was hot. 8 first set kills, including several to close it out as the Pack went on a 5-0 run. This set starts with a Brizard block early, trying to really set the tone, it would seem. Speaking of setting the tone, I mean, Amanda Rice, my goodness, she needs one more for double digits.
Absolutely. You see Brizard, and this is a way for NC State to really start that energy off. You have Brizard at the net, who of course is not only a phenomenal player, but just a phenomenal energy on the court, and she's setting that tone early for this NC State team.
Good options for NC State, and good options if you're setter Kristen McDaniel. And Boston College will pick up its first point of the set, thanks to Cornelia Roach. If you're Kristen McDaniel right now, if you have an option to go to Rice, you have to set her, right?
Absolutely.
You gotta go to her.
Feed her.
Murphy clips the tape. Free ball for the Eagles.
Don't stand there.
Great dig by Stokes.
Don't stand there.
Nothing they could do about that swing from Katrina Jensen.
Great on Jensen there, powering through the NC State block. There's not a lot of options there as NC State block is completely closed, no seams, so she uses her strong arm and powers through it.
To the middle, and there's Haggerty. That is a matchup to watch. Jada Allen says, I can do that too.
What a block. I mean, not only you see her in transition, swinging, putting the ball down, transitioning straight into a close block for a point.
We've seen quite a few big, not just blocks, but big blocks. The type where the ball hits the ground before the attacker's feet do.
That's a statement block. That's one of those blocks that shifts the momentum from one team and can be a game changer.
Yeah, both of these teams trading them. Brazard rotates out. And so Jane Petrie goes back to serve. It was a good one, but Daniel's pass did get over the net and was playable. BC puts it away. Nice swing there from Pollock as Petrie sails it long. The junior from San Diego, there are 3 teams that made the Final Four last year on BC's schedule this season. Louisville and Pitt out of the ACC, and San Diego, who is coached by Jane's mom. Jennifer Petrie is the head coach at San Diego, was the AVCA Coach of the Year last year, taking them to that Final Four.
It's great on Boston College to have such a strong schedule. It really prepares them for ACC play when you're again going to see such high-level teams in season.
And it's a cool tie-in where you can, hey, let's call Jane's mom and see if she wants to schedule. And absolutely.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
She sets the middle. Pollock stuffed by Schock.
Again, another statement block. Riley Schock takes her turn at it.
That's already her 4th block of this match.
Now that's working the net. There you go.
Needs 1 more for the 300 career blocks milestone.
Working up, working up.
They ran a video in between sets 1 and 2, and the players were asked in the video which teammate would be the best babysitter. A lot of them picked Riley Schock. The responsibility at the net.
There you go, yeah. Nothing like responsibility when you want somebody to watch your kids. Responsibility is probably my #1 priority there too.
Timeout Boston College as NC State doubling up the Eagles early here in set number 2.
Hi, this is Chantrice, and a little thing I love about the
Number 13, Louisville. They're 7-1, hosting Virginia Tech. That's a battle to see who can be second behind Florida State in the ACC. And we cap the day with Tyler Van Dyke in Miami taking on NC State, who are coming off a big home win against Clemson. That's at 8 p.m. All 3 games are also available on the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. We're all watching Amanda Rice put together, again, coming off a career weekend. She has just picked up right where she left off.
And that's what you want from a player. They're not peaking, they're not having one stellar weekend. She is a consistently great, steady player for this NC State team.
She's gotten 17 swings so far tonight, 10 kills, hitting over 500. I mean, it's a really simple formula right now.
Set Rice. Set Rice.
We're lucky enough on the broadcast to have an expert here in Grace Irvin, but I think everybody in the gym right now, it might be their first volleyball match. They're saying they should keep giving the ball to 17 right now.
Yeah, when you have a hitter that is as hot as Amanda Rice is right now, in system or out of system, you better put that ball up for her to put down.
That's working the net. That's working the net.
Audrey Ross on her first swing gets a kill and tries to send that momentum Boston College's way. So out of the timeout, Coach Kennedy making a change. We did not see Audrey in the first set. Pollock met by Schock. There's an answer to Rice. Great hustle by NC State, but it's a free ball. Haggerty was calling for it. No touch.
Such scrappy defense by NC State. Whether you're an off blocker on the net or you're a back row defender, they are in such unison here on those scramble plays.
So NC State stretching out the lead to 6. A rare misfire by Haggerty, especially off of a free ball like that. And Coach Kennedy has put in Hannah Hoffman now to set, replacing Petrie. We won't see her do it here as Cabello serves into the net. But Hoffman, the sophomore from Menlo Park, California, hasn't played a lot this year. But again, BC has been without Grace Penn the last couple of matches. She's not playing tonight either. And so it's been Lambros, it's been Petrie, and Hoffman. She has just 15 assists on the season, but she did get in a set against Syracuse, also played this past Sunday against Clemson. Madison Williams doubling up the Eagles. So we'll see how Hoffman can run the offense. BC just looking for a spark. Have to feel like it was kind of deflating. As well as they were playing, it looked like they were going to take that first set, and then all of a sudden here comes the pack.
They held the energy in this game. They were in the lead. They had the momentum for the majority until those last 5 points of NC State. Hoping they can bring some of that more energy from the first set into the second set here.
Williams on the left, Williams on the right, same results, a kill. And you mentioned those 5 points. Lucas Slabe trains with his team often, and he says, okay, the score's 20-20, because so often it's those last 5 points. Those are the hardest 5 to get, and that's where you're going to be most of the time in volleyball. You're going to be within a few points of your opponent, right? So that's winning time. Those last 5.
Practicing with that mindset that you're down by 5 or you're tied and there's only 5 points left. You're all fatigued. That is the best way to train.
Ava Brizard picked out a good spot, tucked into the back corner that time. Yeah, and there are times, obviously, in volleyball where you can get out to a big lead in a set, as NC State has done here, 15-6. But so many, I had a baseball coach tell me one time, you know, 10% of your games are going to be blowouts in your favor, 10% are going to be blowouts in the other team's favor, but 80% of your games are going to be close. And so we have to be good in those close matchups. And volleyball the same way. Most of your sets, everything going NC State's way right now is that one toppled over. But most of your sets are going to be won or lost in those crunch time points.
Absolutely, and training in that mindset that you're always going to have those tough matches and tight matches is the best way to train, to be prepared.
Well, it had been the Amanda Rice show, but again, Madison Williams pointing out that NC State has a lot of options, whether it's Rice or Williams, Brizard, Jada Allen in the middle. The Wolfpack have it rolling. And the Eagles will burn another timeout as NC State has gone up 10 here in set 2. NC State looking for some revenge against Boston College after losing a heartbreaker to them last year. Up here in set number 2. We'll take a look at some scores around the ACC. For BC, It's always tough when you play on Wednesday and then Friday, although I think you'd probably prefer that than Wednesday and Sunday. I don't know. It's a matter of preference, but they're going to have some time to regroup after this match. Although that time off, that week off before they prepare to, again, see NC State a second time, it would be much more fun if it was coming off a second straight win.
Absolutely.
That's their
I'm
preference.
sure they would prefer that. Hopefully that break will give them a time to heal up some injuries and tighten up their lineup.
Well, no more timeouts left for head coach Jason Kennedy. More of the same out of the timeout, and whatever it was that NC State maybe wasn't seeing that block, or give credit to the Boston College block in the first set, it hasn't been at that same level here in set number 2.
Yeah, you see Brazard there changing up her shots in the first set. She was hitting a little lower. Now she's aiming for the high hands of that block, looking for a touch.
Nearly an overpass. Great job by Hoffman to set the middle, and Roach. Brazard with her 5th kill. Well, Leoniak got the benefit of the home bounce once already, twice asking too much.
The NC State looks like they're trying to serve that ball short to try to disrupt the Boston College serve-receive lineup, where all their hitters are bunched there, to get their hitters out of system so they can't set their middles, who have been dominant for them in the first set.
Free ball. And nicely done as Schroeder banks one off the NC State block. So on a pretty senior-laden team, that's a nice connection with Schroeder. And Lambros with an ace. And here's some momentum for the Eagles now.
Great serving by Lambros there. She's trying to attack the seam with Leoniak. She's not the strongest passer in serve receive for this NC State team, so Boston College is looking to put that ball on her and force her to pass.
Williams had quite a run here in the second set. Good pickup by Brooklyn Yellens. Boston College 3 straight points. We saw NC State come from behind in the first set. Don't count the Eagles out. And NC State head coach Lucas Slabe says, look, I've got 2 timeouts. Go ahead and use one here and try to stop that momentum. Well, tomorrow morning, the ACC Huddle crew will kick off the day right here in Raleigh. Just a couple of miles away at Carter Finley Stadium. 11 a.m. is when they'll start a 60-minute pregame show leading into North Carolina hosting Campbell at noon. They'll have halftime shows, pre- and post-game shows throughout the day. Then they're back at 6:30 p.m. to wrap up the afternoon with highlights and analysis and get you set for Miami and NC State at 8 p.m. After the game, stick around for a complete wrap-up of the day and player and coach interviews. It's a busy, busy day for the ACC Huddle crew. You start at 11 a.m. It'll be after midnight, I think, by the time they're done at Carter Finley Stadium. And what a big matchup that is, of course, NC State and Miami. Of course, Boston College in action tonight, Friday night matchup against Syracuse. All right, here's the numbers, Grace. What do they tell you?
NC State's doing a fantastic job of putting that ball down. Hopefully Boston College sees these numbers and is working to find some shots to get around NC State's block. And if that doesn't work, maybe they can just serve like they've been serving.
Second ace for Lambros. And yeah, putting pressure with the serve, that'll certainly help. But 500 is elite in putting the ball down. Good miss by Lambros and a good run for her, trying to get the Eagles a little momentum.
Now, both of these teams have such aggressive serving, and they understand that serve receive is a vital part in keeping these teams in this match.
Some oohs and ahs from this crowd off the Sky Stokes serve.
Great shot by Bizarre there. She's aiming for that deep corner. She clearly knows she has a closed double block on her and not much space to go, so she hits high right over into that deep corner. One of the hardest shots to defend as a back row defender. Something that you didn't see in set one here that you're seeing a little bit more of in set two are service errors. Not as many aces as there were in the first set, but quite a bit more errors than in set one.
Aces from Boston College. And you have to wonder in those timeouts, did Coach Kennedy maybe challenge his team? Hey, look, we're going to have to serve. We're going to have to maybe go a little more risk reward and take that risk and serve tougher. And they have served really well. Brizard missed it. Eagles trying to chip away at this lead.
Smart shot by Brizard there. And great finish by Jensen. She sees she's only got Brizard up there on her. No, the middle blocker is late to close that block. She's got a single block. She just has open court, open real estate there to put that ball down on the NC State side.
And if you're in the back row, you're yelling at her, hey, you've got one.
Absolutely.
Good dig by Yelland. Oh, NC State wanted a double there. They wanted a ball handling error.
And of course, with the challenge rules, that's not a call you can challenge.
Yeah.
So you're sort of stuck with what the referee calls on that one.
And Coach Slave is going to call a timeout. Our R1, Carla Bunner. We'll get a look at it here, but Boston College on a 5-0 scoring run. They've cut it to just 4. Now you could see immediately Coach Labe, his entire bench, they thought that there was an issue with the set. Yeah. But regardless, Boston College has stepped up their level of play here.
From the first about 10 points of the match, NC State truly was dominant, but Boston College isn't going away. Lucas Labe calling a timeout here, hopefully getting their players to lock in. You know, they were probably feeling pretty good having such a high lead against Boston College, but can't count Boston College out yet.
So we'll take a look. And that was the touch right there from Yelland. And you can see Coach Slave just out of the bottom right with his arms outstretched because he felt like that ball got really deep in her hands and basically was a lift.
Yeah, those are one of those tough calls, especially it's up to the discretion of the R1 to call a double or a lift. And looks like they chose not to call that. Might have been just there on the border.
5-0 run for the Eagles. The freshman from Frisco continues to serve. Lambros able to track it down underneath the net. Tough play. Stokes will set Brizard. Schroeder kept it alive. Free ball for the Wolfpack. Great defending by Boston College on this point, and they'll take it.
What a play by Boston College. Starting off with this dig here, keeping that ball alive. Their teammates continue to keep it alive, so they're able to find that spot on the NC State side and win the point.
And Andre Ross, expertly done. Boy, NC State had to stop that streak. They finally do off the right hand of Brizard. It was 6 straight for the Eagles before that swing.
Warm it up, Chris. She's about to. Warm it up, Chris. That's what you was born to do.
Kristen McDaniel back setting. Amanda Rice in the front row. But she hasn't been in there in a while, and BC was ready.
Great
Ross
block
is
there.
Fired up.
Great block there by Boston College. You see Sky Stokes there's just almost there to cover it, but that ball slips right under her platform.
Audrey Ross has given them a nice spark here in the second frame. Hadn't played in 2 of the last 3 matches for the Eagles, including Wednesday. All right, just a 3-point set. Jensen dug out by McDaniel. And another stuff. Haggerty this time.
You know, typically you're seeing Amanda Rice being able to use that block, but Boston College is doing a fantastic job of reading Rice's arm and clamping down so she doesn't have much court to shoot at.
Brizard with a huge answer. I'm sure in all of your years of volleyball, unfortunately, there's been times where your team has been up big in a set, and all of a sudden they got very close. Do the nerves kick in? Is there that in the back of your mind that
there's always going to be nerves?
Panic?
There's going to be a little bit of nerves, but that's where the seniority of the players on both NC State and Boston College, those juniors and seniors and grad students that are able to calm those nerves for the newer players because they've been there. They've seen it. They've been in these matches. So using them and relying on them in matches like that to keep the nerves down, keep it calm, cool, and play the volleyball you know how to play.
And right there, you get a kill. A couple of kills, and all of a sudden, NC State getting back to its fundamentals and what put them in such a strong position. But Boston College not going away. They cut it to 3 again. I love the reaction from Hannah Murphy there.
What a great reaction. They're feeling fun. They're having a lot of energy here.
Leoniak, not this time. And all of a sudden, boy, this Boston College block, it seems almost streaky, right? I mean, when it's on, it is on.
Absolutely. Hopefully they can continue that streak and carry it on to the finish of the set.
All right, freshman Chandler Swanson in to serve. Murphy there defensively for the Eagles. Ross cuts it to 1. Boston College was down double-digit points in this set.
Swanson's serve is putting this NC State team out of system. They're not being able to set who they want to set. Swanson and Boston College are doing a fantastic job of controlling the momentum of this set right now.
Another good serve. And she picks up the dig. Great athletic set by Lambros. They're contorting her body. Rice, a thunderous kill for set point.
You see, great job by Allen here, pulling the middle block of Boston College so that Amanda Rice has a wide open seam to hit at that court.
From the attack line, that ball's in.
And again, it's Amanda Rice putting that ball down for this NC State women's second set.
What does it take to get to that point?
It takes grit. It takes being able to stay in the match like they did in that second set and find a way to win.
2-0. Boston College has played them really tough. Wolfpack out to a nice start. Brizard with the kill. The NC State team that has a win over Louisville on its resume. So if you're looking at your bracket, there's not many teams in the country that have a better win than that. That is something that could separate them from other teams that are in contention. There's still a lot of volleyball to be played as Schroeder gets the kill, including tonight for NC State, 6 matches remaining. Now, they're ahead of all 6 of those teams in the standings, but they know it's not going to be easy, as evidenced by Boston College here tonight. And, oh, by the way, they get the Eagles again next Friday in Chestnut Hill. Now, that ball was down.
And it looks like the R1 overruled the line judge on that ball.
Yeah.
She has quite a clear view of that ball. You can see it.
That ball was on the line.
Just missing.
So the point to BC. Tight to the net goes McDaniel, and Brizard unleashes maybe her biggest swing of the night.
Great job by Brizard. Not only that, but Kristen McDaniel, off balance here. That ball is tight. She finds a way to get her hands in that ball and set it perfectly to Brizard to take that swing.
Always so impressive how setters can do that and stay out of the net.
Yeah, McDaniel as a 5th-year player here on this NC State team. She's got a lot of experience, and you can see that in the way that she plays.
It was the serve of Schroeder that sparked Boston College just a few minutes ago before intermission.
And if I'm Schroeder, I'm back there saying, team, keep me serving, keep me serving.
The freshman out of Reedy High School in Frisco, Texas. She's a finance major. That serve has been money tonight.
Great job by Leoniak, finding that seam of the Boston College block and putting it in that deep right corner.
Don't have to be a lip reader there. Martina Leoniak, let's go, she says. Nearly an ace. Lambros with great hustle, but the point to NC State. Sophia Lambros battling against the Wolfpack for the 4th straight year. Had a double-double against them all the way back in that COVID season of 2020-21. There she is, meeting the tip. Rice misfiring. I don't think BC got a block to that.
No, I think that ball might have been a little too tight for Rice to go ahead and take a swing, and she just misses the timing on that. One thing I notice here is both of these teams are doing a very good job with their out-of-system shots, targeting the setters. They're both setters when they're back row. They're trying to get the other team out of system. You see Boston College aiming at McDaniel or Cabello in the back row, and vice versa for NC State's trying to aim for Boston College. setter.
And that's a good point by you, and that is one of, like, there's pros and cons to every system you can run, right? That is one of the downsides of the 6-2, right? Is you know where the setter is going to be, and you can try to take them out.
Yeah, that minimizes them setting the middle and takes away one of their options. Similarly, if you're running a 5-1 rotation, you're going to have one less hitter in the front row when your setter's up.
Anna Murphy, 28 digs in this building a year ago. Good serve here. NC State can go to the middle off the free ball. It's Riley Schock.
Nice job by NC State, putting that free ball right on the head of McDaniel, so they have all three options in the front row, ultimately going to Schock to put that ball down.
Jensen, big swing. See if they give her another shot out of here. No, setting the other side, and it's Ross.
Looks like that block went off the face of Riley Schock there. I don't know if she meant for that to happen, but hopefully she's okay.
Yeah, and you can see she's feeling the effects. So Riley being helped off by Jennifer O'Donoghue. Oh, and a misplay by Leoniak. A miscommunication as she had Daniels calling for it behind her. She played it over, passed it. Easy point for the Eagles. Rare miscue for her.
Yeah,
she can play all the way around for NC State. They love her passing ability. Timeout, Wolfpack, as Boston College leads it by 3.
They say
Championships continue Sunday with the men's soccer quarterfinals starting at 2 Eastern and continue Wednesday with the semifinals. All matches available on ACC Network and ESPN app, the home of ACC Championships. Back with Grace Urban, my name is Andrew Sanders. NC State up 2-0, but Boston College has been with them every step of the way and has gotten off to a good start here in set 3. There's the block. Lambros, that time she had Haggerty adjacent, but I think it was the setter.
Again, Boston College, hopefully they can string together another good blocking streak like they had in sets 2 and 1.
You got both Lambros and Petrie on the floor at the same time as Petrie serves.
Great kill by Leoniak there. You know, they're out of system. The setter's facing her, but she still finds a way to sneak it through the seam of Boston College block.
Fire in the hole!
Touch? No.
And you can see Boston College players are signaling to their head coach, hey, we saw a touch. You should challenge that. And looks like he takes them up on that.
So our first challenge tonight. And the Eagles, they were pretty sure on the floor, pretty confident. Oh, no doubt about it.
Yeah, it just touches just off the thumb of Williams.
Gotta love that slow-mo camera, right?
It's really changed the game of volleyball in terms of challenges. You know,
Only need one look.
You used to have a little bit, if they had a camera, a little bit of low quality, but now with the technology these days, it's kind of indisputable.
So a successful challenge, and instead of 9-7, it's 10-6. 4-point lead for the Eagles. Ross to serve. Tries Brizard. Ava Brizard with the kill. During that media timeout, they ran a video, and it was a trivia question. Which NC State player has high-fived Taylor Swift? The answer was Ava Brizard, and right there she found a blank space in the Boston College block.
Yeah, she said, "I'll write my name right there."
So didn't know that, but evidently she's the biggest Swiftie on the team. Her favorite album has to be Red, right?
I would hope so.
And a double called on Jada Allen.
Gotta love the confidence from Allen there, though. You know, going up, wanting to use her hands. You know, it's not typical for middles, but you see this NC State team very comfortable with using their hands when they're out of system. Just didn't go her way this time.
Yeah, if you know it's going to be your touch, you might as well go up and say, hey.
Do it with confidence, always.
Boston College is going to get a substitution. Coach Slave, I think, inquiring on the call. Remember, and that's one thing, that's the first ball handling error we've seen, is, as you said, it's to the discretion of the R1. And I think because NC State maybe didn't get a ball handling error call that it wanted earlier, just asking some questions. Brizard off the tape. Schroeder with a great angle.
That's a very tough shot to hit as an
tight
outside.
Window.
And as a freshman, too, that really speaks to the talent of her. You see she's got a very large block, but she finds a way to get it right on the outside of Allen there. And you see Stokes was already moving in, expecting that deep cross-court shot.
It's tight for Brizard, and that's expertly done. And you can see the reaction of Lambros just kind of hanging her head because she knows that that time Brizard got the better of the BC block.
You know, Brizard, you see she knows her feet aren't there to get a good swing on it, but she uses all the tools in her tool belt, and she goes up and swipes that ball off of her hands.
That was a ball in which you feel like more times than not, Boston College is in position. They're probably going to get that block, not that time. Again, that cut shot from Schroeder. The block just a hair late, and that's all that Amanda Rice needs.
Warm it up, Chris. She's about to warm it up, Chris. That's what she was born to do.
Ball still in play. NC State can't celebrate yet. Off the free ball. Rice, you bet.
Great swing by Rice. You see NC State running two quick tempo hits behind the setter, intentionally confusing the Boston College block there, opening up the seams for Rice to ultimately put it down. Smart play by Kristen McDaniel running that play.
Coach Slave likes that tempo. He calls it pack fast. Deep serve lands out.
It's a rare miss by McDaniel. Usually she's a pretty consistent server for the NC State team. So not typical coming from her.
Kill for Amanda Rice.
Again, just like that sharp shot we saw from Boston College, Amanda Rice can do it on the right side too. That's the advantage of having a left-handed hitter on your right side. They have that range to hit a sharp cut shot.
Oh, and an ace. And that serve just dropped off the table after it crossed the net.
You can see Ava Brazard just absolutely fired up after putting that ball down. She comes right into her huddle, hyping up her team.
Leoniak gets it through Pollock and Schroeder this time, and NC State has tied it up at 13 apiece.
You know, Boston College was dominating early. They held the momentum here, but NC State said, not yet, not yet. We are coming back in it.
Good pass from Murphy. And more times than not, that's going to lead to Boston College point. Running their offense, they go to Jensen.
Powerful swing from Leoniak. She had a wide open seam and just thunders that ball right through.
Well, 6 kills now for Martina Leoniak. A little too strong from Ross. Jensen thinks it's in, and yeah, her coach is going to trust her. They're going to challenge. Shay, you already got one successful. Let's see. Now again, not challenging a touch here. They just felt like that ball was in. Again, the call on the court is NC State's point, and oh yeah.
That ball looks in to me. You know, as a line judge, those balls are coming so fast sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You got to go on first instinct.
As you learn, right? Because when you're coming up in club or whatever else, that sometimes you're in the varsity match. They need you to you know, do lines for the JV or vice versa, right?
It gives you a very good appreciation.
Yes, it does.
Really good appreciation for your referee staff. It is not an easy job. You have to give them the credit.
You know, the crossing your arms over your chest means I didn't see it. You ever do that one?
Oh, I definitely have.
You got blocked out. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, better to not know than people get mad at you.
So Boston College 2 for 2 on challenges. Straight down it goes. Haggerty and Ross.
That looked like it was all Audrey Ross right there. You could tell she is pumped up after that. That is a momentum shifting block.
Coach Kennedy has done a really nice job of recruiting a very big team. They have great size, really at all positions. And that physicality has made a difference.
Absolutely. You can have a very physical, tall player and teach those fine-tuned skills, but having that height is very important, especially against such tall opponents in the ACC.
Hey, you look up and down that roster. It's a lot of 6'1", 6'2", 6'3". Ross calling for it, playing with confidence. Initial pancake, but it finds the floor. And she's now got 9 kills to lead the way for Boston College. And again, a lot of credit to the freshman because she hasn't played a lot recently.
Yeah, that takes a lot to be able to go in there and really lead your offense, especially as a freshman. You don't have as much experience on the court, especially against tough opponents like NC State. So props to her for stepping up and working to carry this offense.
She did have a really big match against Harvard earlier this year, set a career-high 14 kills, and she's closing in on that, especially if BC has its way and they can force this thing 5. She's a good bet to get there. Ross again. NC State with a touch at the net. Leoniak wanted it, but there is Haggerty.
And the combination of Haggerty and Ross is kind of unbeatable at this point. They are going on a hot streak here with their block. NC State is really struggling to find a way to get around them.
Yeah, I gave credit to Haggerty, but on the replay, it was Ross. They'll both get a block assist and a timeout for NC State, burning their 2nd of this set. And you can see that Boston College, they've shown more than just glimpses, more than flashes, but for long stretches of this match, you can see the team that took Georgia Tech to 5, or the team that swept Syracuse just this past Wednesday. And I think the thing for them is, can they just be a little more consistent and have those great stretches of play for longer stretches?
That's what separates good teams from great teams, is to be able to string along those moments of greatness. That's really what separates it. It's in those small moments, it's in the little things, and in being able to make it a consistent pattern.
Well, Boston College, they had 6 blocks in the first set. They've been busy. 13 now halfway through set number 3. And we've got more than enough options to show you here on replay. It's been Haggerty, Pollock, Ross, everybody getting involved.
Yeah, they're really spreading the love. It's not just one person dominating. They are all forces at the net.
And there you go, almost 5 blocks per set. It's been really impressive, especially because you're talking about against an NC State team that this offense has been run well.
Yeah, absolutely. NC State has a very evenly spread offense as well. It's you know, obviously they're heavy going to Rice, but don't count out Leoniak or Bouchard. But Boston College is doing a great job of, regardless what hit is coming at them, they are low and over the net and clamping down, so this NC State team can't get around them. Great hustle play there by Daniels, trying to cover Williams there, but just not enough there. Boston College tallying just one more block on to the many they've already gotten so far.
This is similar position that the Eagles were in the first set, and then NC State finished in a flurry. See if Boston College can hang on here, up 4. Petrie waiting to serve. Should be noted, Lily Cropper in the middle for NC State now. We've seen Jada Allen, of course. Riley Schock went out, and we are told that she is out for the remainder of this match. So it'll be Lily Cropper in the middle, paired with Jada Allen the rest of the way. Block party, BC again.
Haggerty is having herself a day at the net. You see NC State, Leoniak hitting just a little too low. Just enough for Haggerty to clamp down on that ball.
That's her 9th block. Well, we're going to And yeah, call gonna stand. So NC State down 1 challenge. But again, trying to stop momentum and refocusing here. No block that time. It can be psychologically tough, right? When the ball keeps coming back and coming back to keep swinging hard, but Leoniak does a nice job there.
Yeah, it shows some of her seniority there. She has such a calm demeanor on the court. She's calm and steady regardless of what's being thrown at her.
Good pass from Ross. Try the other side, a tip from Haggerty. Brizard again with the tip. Good call by Lorna Kerr, who's in for the first time in this match. Koslave goes to the freshman in the back row, and she lets that ball go out. A tip, yes indeed. How about double-digit kills for Audrey Ross? And that one a big one to put the Eagles back up 4. Down the line goes Brizard for the point.
Brizard has such a fast, dynamic swing that even with the well-established block of Boston College, she's able to sneak past simply from her speed and power behind that ball.
Ace on the back line. And we might get a challenge here. Yeah, Coach Kennedy, hey, he's already 2 for 2, right? I'm going to tell you, Grace, I'm curious your opinion. I thought that ball was out when we saw it live.
It's a close call. I wouldn't be surprised if it was out, but you never know. If that ball touches any part of the white line, it is in.
Worth a challenge. Again, the call on the court is in. We talked about our line judge days back in the day, right? One thing you learn is that they're in a great position because they're already looking down that line. You and I are calling from midcourt. When you whip your head across, you don't usually get a great view of it. I thought that ball was out live. That's awfully close off that first replay we saw. Again, it's close enough. Might as well burn a challenge. I don't see anything that's going to overturn this yet.
It has to be pretty solid evidence that ball was in for the call to be overturned.
This is probably going to be the best angle. And yeah, it looks like it probably does catch. Yeah, it does.
Looks like it just catches that back line.
So a good call, we think. And I think that's not a call stands, that's a call confirmed. So a huge ace from Sky Stokes. It is indeed confirmed.
Great call by the line judge there. That's definitely a tough call, but he did it right.
But there is, again, the benefit, but also the risk of that serve. And so far tonight for Sky, it's been about 50-50, it seems. A good tough serve, win the point. Next one, service error.
with a serve as tough as hers, I'm sure Lucas Labe will take those errors. I'd be fine with 50-50.
Especially
that's
because
what she's producing.
50-50 is, you know, a lot of times worst case scenario. Brizard tools it, because a lot of times, you know, if she gets in that rhythm, you start putting 4 or 5 over, then you get on that run.
Great communication here by NC State. Obviously, there's a lot of commotion going on here in the right side of the court. Kristen McDaniels puts up a great ball for Brizard to tool off the block.
Different serve than Sky Stokes, certainly, but Kristen McDaniel also one of the better servers on the team. Petrie in the back. Oh, it's punched up a couple of times. Free ball off of Murphy. Got to go to Rice. They do. How about 18 kills as Rice surpasses her jersey number.
Yeah, NC State, you see this with Rice right here. NC State's doing a great job of adjusting their offense. In the beginning of the set, they were getting blocked by Boston College pretty heavily, but it looks like they're aiming for the higher hands now as opposed to just a few inches above the net.
So a timeout. Coach Kennedy still has one in his back pocket if necessary. Again, what a week 10 it is going to be on the ACC network. We have got football all day at noon. The Camels against the Heels. Then Louisville and Virginia Tech. Who would have thought maybe a month or so ago that Virginia Tech would be in this position, but in a battle with Louisville, they win that game. They've got a good shot to make the ACC championship game. And we finish off the day with Tyler Van Dyke and Miami against MJ Morris and NC State. That's at 8 p.m. the primetime game. All 3 games are also available on the ESPN app, so you can watch anywhere. The dynamic duo of Rice and Brizard, and the counting stats are great, right? The total number of kills, great. But what really stands out to me is you've got an outside and opposite hitting at those numbers.
That means they're keeping their errors low on all the attempts that they're getting. That is an extremely high hitting percentage for pin hitters. And it's great that NC State has such an evenly balanced attack from both sides of the court. They're not just relying on Rice. They're not just relying on Brizard. They are truly a duo in this.
Nearly an ace. Yellen protecting. Try the other side to Rice. Had to take a little something off. The connection not quite there. And Schroeder uses the NC State block to her advantage. Big point, BC.
Great scrappy defense from Boston College, especially from Murphy here. And she's keeping that ball alive, giving Schroeder the chance to put that ball down.
Lambros just misses. And that was one at the last second. I think Stokes decides, I'm not going to play that. Made the right call.
That's what you want in your libero. You want that court awareness.
What a swing from Katrina Jensen. It was a low set. That was a risky swing. She went for it all and got it.
Almost like she was hoping that Rice's hands were up there, but it looks like last minute Rice decided not to block because she didn't jump. Ended up with that, hitting that right in the back corner.
And now we will have another challenge. Again, if NC State gets this overturned, it's 23-all. At least from that look, it was certainly in down the line. And yeah, that's definitely in. That's about as perfectly in the corner as you can put it.
What a phenomenal shot by Boston College. And again, a reminder, NC State's out of timeouts right now, so even if Coach Lucas Labe may think that ball was in, good chance, as the score is very tight, Boston College has set point for NC State to take a breath and stay in this game.
Talk about a tight window, right? I mean, that is the smallest of margins. And Jensen with a great reaction after finding out, yes, that call is confirmed. I mean, that's a great swing when it's 0-0 starting the set, but especially to give the Eagles set point. Serve of Schroeder has been so tough, and a back row block will end the set. Boston College puts it.
California, a lot of beach volleyball, emphasis on smart shots, good ball control.
Yeah, Audrey Ross has had a lot of smart shots in this one. Well, they go with the slide. Jada Allen. Well, okay, so NC State runs a 6-2, right? But on that first point, you've got the setter in the front row. So we saw Kristen McDaniel in the second set. She attacked for the kill, and NC State can run that slide there.
It's a great one to start on, and it also saves a couple substitutions for NC State. Because doing 2 substitutions every time you go through is can burn a lot, especially in a tight match that Boston College has given NC State.
Yeah, and we talk about the pros and cons, right? That can be another issue, is you could run out of substitutions.
Luckily, they have 2 dynamic setters that are very comfortable at the net, as you saw from Kristen McDaniel at the beginning of the last set.
I've talked to Coach Slabe about that before, and obviously he won a gold medal with Team USA as that ball is going to hit the floor. We see Courtney Bryan on the court for NC State. A couple changes here for Coach Slabe in set number 4. But obviously coming off the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, winning a gold medal. So he's coached internationally, and you get far fewer subs internationally. And so he said before, look, I prefer the international rules. I don't want to have this many subs, but if you're going to give me that many, then I might take advantage of it. NC State saying that's on their side.
Looks like
and Carla Bunner disagreeing. Nathan Behaven is the R2. If that ball is anywhere within the plane of the net, it's free for either team to touch it. Nice play by Bryant. Seeing her first action tonight. BC. Got to be playing with a lot of confidence right now. They have to be thinking, look, the first set probably should have been ours. Came roaring back in the second set, came up just short, and then the third set was theirs.
Yeah, at this point, they've got nothing to lose at this. Right now, they've got to give it their all in this set if they want the hope to win.
And a block, 5-1 Eagles.
And it looks like they're doing just that. They are bringing the energy early.
We will take a media timeout. Boston College off and running in set 4. And how have they done it? Well, as you can see, NC State's offense has been cooking tonight, but not so far here in set 4.
NC State has had a good bit of errors here in the 4th set, which is uncharacteristic to them given their performance in the first 3 sets. But Boston College is being strong and they're attacking early.
Out of the timeout. That could be a big side out because Hallie Schroeder has served it very tough. BC going to the middle this time, Cornelia Roach.
Nice job. It's a really nice job by Roach here, turning that ball back to the right back. Obviously knowing setter Kristen McDaniel is back there, taking them out of system, but even better, she gets a kill.
Big swing from Bryant. Again, the adjustment made by Coach Slabe. Punched up by Sky Stokes. Oh, and what a play. Kristen McDaniel says, look, I'll finish the point myself.
What a smart shot. She knows they expect her to set up her hitters, but she said, no, it's my turn for a kill here. I'm ready for this to be done.
Well, how well done is that, tucked into the corner? In the middle, we saw Roach a second ago, this time Haggerty. And Boston College showing an extra dimension in their offense here.
You know, that's a testament to their back row. Being able to get a ball up on serve receive to set the middle is a testament to them.
Petrie sails it long. Lily Cropper was there filling in for Riley Schalk. I don't know if that ball was ever touched.
I don't think it cleared the height of the net. I think the right side was just a little too off balance. I don't think that set cleared it. Great dig by Daniels there. Looks like the NC State team is questioning if Boston College touched the net.
Well, NC State is out of challenges, 0 for 2. You do get an extra challenge if it goes to a 5th set, but whether that ball, I think there was some discussion of whether BC was in the net or not, or whether it was even playable within the plane of the net, but either way, out of challenges. Leoniak fights through the block for the point. Lucas Slave urging his team to keep playing and keep up more of this. Overpass terminated.
Great job by Broussard there, capitalizing on an opportunity at the net to put that ball down.
Is there anything more fun in volleyball?
I wouldn't know. I'm not tall enough to hit at the net, but if I was, man, that would be a great feeling.
Well, what's your favorite thing? What was your favorite play in volleyball then?
Oh, but once in a blue moon when I was set in the back row.
Broussard, another one. And she's trying to get her teammates fired up.
See, great job by Broussard there, using the high hands of Boston College's block.
There she is with the block.
And you can see her just absolutely fired up, getting her team riled up as well.
The noted Swiftie, she was in her kills era. That's her blocks era.
Would you consider yourself a Swiftie?
I mean, I don't have friendship bracelets. I didn't go to the tour. I didn't get tickets.
You can still be Swiftie, even if you didn't get tickets. A lot of people didn't get them.
Timeout, Boston College. So we've got a tight match here in Raleigh. So give us a chance to look at the standings. This is, you got Syracuse and Georgia Tech as well. Pollock back in and making an impact immediately. Yellen with the service there, staying positive with her teammates. And Stokes has had a tough night serving. Service errors mounting for NC State. 5 aces tonight, but 11 errors.
At a point like that, you kind of got to wonder, when do you take some speed off to ensure that ball gets in the court so you can play?
Off the high hands goes Ava Brizard.
Such a smart shot by Brizard. She knows she's got such a large block up against her. She always finds a way to get it through.
Brizard again bullies her way through the block.
Great job by Brizard. That set was inside, as you see here. She gets her feet to the ball, finds that seam. Even out of system, she's still a force.
Of course, it was Rice who was named ACC Offensive Player of the Week, and well deserved for the 47 kills last weekend, but Brizard had 31.
Yeah, ACC has a lot to choose from when it comes to Offensive Players of the Week.
And with that last kill, she's now equaled Rice 18 apiece. And having one elite attacker is great. Having two can be a big, big difference. I think you played with Melissa Evans, Jade Parchman.
Two dynamic hitters right there. Yeah. They were both forces, and that's the one good thing about having two such strong offensive players, is that if one's maybe having a bad night or a few bad plays, that the other's going to pick up that slack so that the team's not struggling, and they're able to work through that.
You played with Julia Brown also.
I did. Another amazing player from Wolfpack. And of course, all those players you mentioned are now successfully playing professional volleyball in Europe.
Love it. Oh, Jensen to the floor.
Great swing by Jensen. She had open net there. I don't think the NC State players even went up to put a block. She had open net to swing away.
Yeah, you're right.
What a gift as a hitter.
You don't often get that look, but I think that when that happens, you get an idea, and you know full well, right? Because you played in this great league. But for the casual fan, it just gives you an idea of how good these players are. When there's not a block there, they're good enough. They're going to score consistently over the block or through the block or around the block. When there's not a block there,
I'd be surprised as a hitter if I had no block up on me. And as a defender, I'd be taking a step up.
Big swing, punched up by Stokes. Well done by the NC State libero. The tip, punched by Leoniak. Bryant finishes off this point.
Great scrappiness by NC State here. You see first that dig by Sky Stokes, and then Bryant's able to find the ground.
Stokes again. Bryant again, but Murphy was there. Ross with no touch. Coach Kennedy will call his last timeout. Will take it with them. NC State has surged ahead by 3 here in the 4th frame.
Hi, this is
Amanda Rice had a pretty good career high, 18 kills. That's a lot. Last 3 matches, she's surpassed it 3 in a row.
I mean, that's what you want out of your biggest attacker on your team, is she just continuously break her own records. I mean, that's quite a feat right there, and I have a feeling she may not stop doing that.
She and Brizard have a chance to hit 20 tonight. Oh, good pickup by Bryant. She is so athletic.
The fact that she's engaged, even as she's coming down from the hit, she's already thinking about defending.
NC State not going to win that point, but Bryant just giving them a chance. I mean, that ball's down, I think, 9 times out of 10.
No, absolutely. And as a hitter, you want to be engaged. You want to be engaged not only from your hit, but immediately after, because you never know if that block's coming back to you.
I mean, what a play. This coaching staff is really excited about Courtney Bryant and how high her ceiling is. There's an ace. Speaking of high ceilings, I think Audrey Ross has shown us that she has a very high ceiling tonight. She's got 11 kills. And that ace, Cabello, dumps it over. Murphy has seen that before. Line judge had a touch. Point BC. And yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Good call by the line judges there.
Timeout NC State. Boston College 3-0 scoring run. It's been a game of runs, and that's volleyball, right? But this match has really delivered every bit of drama that we expected.
At any point in every set, there has been a lead by NC State or a lead by Boston College, and ultimately it ends up neck and neck right at the end. As a fan, this is great volleyball to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. So tied at 17 apiece. All right, put your coaching hat on. What are you thinking here on both sides?
You know, if I'm Boston College, I'd rely on your senior players who have stepped up. Haggerty, Ross, they've been forces front row, back row. I'd continue to go to them and rely on them heavily. At NC State, if I'm Lucas Labe, I'm saying we practice this every day. We practice today in 2020. You're neck and neck. Everybody's tired, focusing on the little things, staying clean, and doing what we do best is putting the ball down.
Both teams have been really similar tonight. There have been times where they have looked dominant when they've been playing their game, and other times out of sorts. And
I think it's been an impressive thing to watch both of these teams work through it.
Yeah.
Boston College especially, you've seen them start out strong, start out slow, but ultimately they've dug deep and and been able to pull out and continue to have strong energy consistently throughout the match.
I was told a long time ago the sign of a well-coached team is, can you score out of timeouts? And we've seen both of these coaches utilize their timeouts, and their team comes out and scores. It is punch, counter punch here in Reynolds Coliseum. Good pass from Bryant. But the BC block from Schroeder.
Again, great job by Schroeder. She knows there's big hitters, but she's not scared at all. She reads early, gets right on the hitting hand, and turns back into the court.
Schroeder and Ross, part of the next generation, as Yellen delivers the service there. But part of that next generation for Coach Kennedy and the Eagles. And this is, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I mean, Schroeder's their second leading attacker. So, but Ross certainly with a breakout match. And to be able to combine with Schroeder, you talk about the duos. 19 all and NC State stuff. Free ball. Who else but Brizard?
Great run by NC State. You see Jada Allen running in front of the setter. She pulls the middle blocker here and gives Brizard a seam that she can hit to that deep corner. Great move by Stokes into that seam. That's one of the hardest balls to defend as a left back hitter, because you want your middle back defender to cross in front of you to hopefully dig it before you do. But good move on her.
Schroeder tips and scores. Eagles lead.
Great job by Schroeder there. You know, she's taken a couple hard swings, and NC State's not expecting her to take a little soft shot at that, but smart on her for putting it down there, getting NC State players on the floor.
It comes over free on two. And again, joust is won by Jada Allen. BC reloads from Schrader.
Great job by Lambros on this Boston College team. She is serving tough, and this NC State team is struggling pretty hard to put a good ball up to run their offense. I hope I didn't jinx her there.
Both teams going to make subs now. McDaniel in, Rice is in. Roach is back in for Boston College.
Warm it up, Chris. She's about to. Warm it up, Chris.
Oh, fortunate bounce. Lambros picked it up. BC in the net.
Great dig by Bryant there. That ball was coming so hard at her, but she put that up just enough space for Jada Allen to put it down.
Coach Kennedy with his card in hand.
Yeah, it looks like her wrist just barely touches the tape of that net.
We will have the challenge. And a good time to use it. Again, you get a bonus in the 5th set. That's what Boston College is trying to force here. Jensen goes up.
Yeah, from that angle, it looks like her wrist just clips the net.
Yeah.
You can
see Coach Ganadakis in the background on the NC State bench pointing. He saw it from back there. Again, and the call on the court is that there was a net touch. We're told that part of the challenge was seeing if maybe Jada Allen touched the net first. She did not. That is clear from that replay, so it will be a confirmed call and a point NC State. So both teams out of timeouts. Both teams also out of challenges.
Now it's just down to which team can stay in it the longest and fight it out.
Schroeder with a big swing. Stokes calls off Allen, sets up Rice. No touch.
Great hustle play by Stokes. She's got clear communication on that court, gets her feet to the ball, and puts up a phenomenal out-of-system set to Rice to put that ball down.
Jensen right back. Her 10th kill is her most important one.
Great kill by Jensen, aiming for that deep back corner.
Well, we talked about the effectiveness of Hallie Schroeder's serve. Stokes behind the attack line. Sets up Brizard. No touch. And NC State again has no challenges. Set point BC. Rice missed it down the line and will have a 5th set. Boston after those matches. But can they bounce back in the 5th set after losing 2 straight? Or is BC going to reverse sweep? Jensen tried to fit it through and Rice found it. That ball was smoked.
And no surprise there, Jensen again finding a way to put that ball down.
Her 11th kill. Remember, it was Jensen who had that risky swing that she tucked into the corner late in the 3rd set. Would have been tied up. Instead, she gave BC set point. It's been all Eagles from there. Rice.
Nice cover by Stokes.
All the way across, tip from Brizard. It never cleared the net. No touch. And Coach Slave wants timeout. You said Boston College was going to come out with energy. They sure have. 3-0. Timeout. 3-0 lead in the 5th set. Andrew Sanders back with Grace Irvin. And they have played some of their best volleyball here as of late.
They've done nothing but improve this whole match, and you can see that by the statistics from their hitting percentages.
Yeah.
They've been only heating up.
Good dig from Anna Murphy. Out of the back row, Schroeder. 4-0 Eagles. And the NC State bench trying to stay positive. Kristen McDaniel, one of the leaders on this team. And that's how NC State will take the first point. Again, they're 7-5. They could easily be 10-2, but they have been coming out on the wrong side of 5-setters so far this season in ACC play. Can they flip the script? Ross has been quiet.
Great dig by McDaniel there.
She keeps it alive for Bryant. Play continues. Ross again terminates.
Something this Boston College team is doing a very good job at is getting the ball high in these scramble plays. They're giving themselves time to transition, to be ready to hit, where NC State's just a little frantic, some lower passes, but Boston College is doing a very good job of setting themselves up for success.
Sydney Daniels pumping up her team after that service error. It's interesting you say that because NC State feels like typically transition is one of their strengths, but Boston College right now winning that game. Jensen wants it, and she got it.
You see such a big seam there in the NC State block. Boston College able to slip that ball through.
Ross, she's got a baker's dozen, one short of her career high.
Such a great swing by Ross. Here courtside, you can just hear that ball thunder as it hits the ground. That ball has to be coming at least 50 to 70 miles an hour.
It has been her night so far. NC State just not on the same page right now offensively. BC won't quit. Timeouts. Or pardon me, first to 8. They'll change sides.
Yeah, typically in a tiebreaker set, it's game to 15. You switch sides to 8, so both teams have equal opportunity to play on each side of the court.
BC got there in the blink of the eye.
It's usually in the 5th set, it's the race to 8. You want to be the first team to switch sides to continue your momentum.
Yeah, admittedly, I got distracted because that deflection came our way, and I threw the ball to the wrong side.
You saved us from getting hit by it.
I was throwing it to the BC side, but now they've switched sides. Yeah, I don't have to save either of us. I think you would be doing the saving there. Well, that's what they needed. Rice has 20 on the night now, and they have got to get her going.
That's going to be key here. You know, we haven't heard a lot from Rice this set yet. Hey, if I'm NC State, I'm looking to warm her up.
And a lift there goes against Rice. And that ball on her first contact just kind of stuck on her hand.
Typically on a first contact, referees give a good bit of leeway. You don't get a double call. Lifts are a little bit of a different story as this case, but especially on a first contact when the ball's coming so fast, you can't really control too much from it.
It was kind of strange how that ball was hit so hard, but it really kind of stuck on her hand. Back row, go to her again. Audrey Ross with a career night. And NC State will take another timeout. Well, I tell you what, in preparation for this match, right, you get ready to be able to tell the stories of every player. But I don't think tonight you expected Audrey Ross to come out with now 16 kills.
I mean, seeing how vital she's been to this Boston College offense this whole game, she has kept them in it and continues to do so, especially in this fifth set. She has been a vital part in obtaining this 10-3 lead against the Wolfpack.
From San Ramon Valley High School to now Chestnut Hill. We didn't see her a lot early in this match, but sometimes, you know, both of these coaches are tremendous coaches, and sometimes you try something, and if it works, you stick with it, and they have stuck with Ross, and she has really led them all night.
As a freshman, too, that just speaks a testament to her leadership and her demeanor on the court as well, that her team can rely on her as a freshman.
And she had 88 kills for the season coming into tonight. 16 here in Raleigh. Been really impressed. It's been fun to watch her play. NC State out of timeouts. BC just 5 points away from a reverse sweep. And Ross's dominance continues with the ace.
Again, speaking to her leadership of this Boston College team, not only is she a force at the net, but at the service line as well.
You know, to NC State's credit, they seem a little bit stunned, staying positive, however, trying to just get something going, Grace. Haggerty with a quick side out and a big one.
Good job by Haggerty on that swing. It looked like the NC State block there was just a little early and we're coming on the way down, so Haggerty had a lot more net open than she would have.
Brizard with her 20th kill. Still full of belief.
That's something about Ava Brizard. No matter what the score is on the board, you won't be able to tell by her expression.
Stokes does change up her serve. She goes to the jump float instead. 5 service errors on the top spin tonight. And her jump float serve's pretty good too. But BC had trouble dealing with it.
You know, this isn't the first time this season Sky Stokes has brought out a float serve against Louisville. She was struggling a little bit on her serve, brought out the jump float, and got a good bit of aces under her belt.
That one well passed by Murphy. It's tight for Schroeder. Yes, to the floor. 13-6.
Good read by NC State there. You see Sky Stokes listening to her teammates on the bench yelling, out, out. So she decides not to pass that ball.
Off a free ball, NC State can't get it to go, and it's match point Boston College. They had lost 5 straight matches, but swept Syracuse on Wednesday, and what a comeback win this would be. 1 point away. Trying to cap off a winning week. It's Ross, and that's ball game. A career night for Audrey Ross as she leads the Eagles back from 2 sets down to win it in 5. The second straight year they win a 5-set thriller in Raleigh. What a match.